Hello and welcome back. This is our final week of this term, sadly. The theme this week is Move, Shake and Celebrate, and the story is Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthog started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald!" The animals all laughed. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful his mouth was open wide. "I am dancing! Yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing!" Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Okay, let's have a look. So over here, I've got another balloon and some bubbles because this week it's part craft pack, part party bag. I've got a little pot with some beads inside, some little bells, some sequins and some stickers. I've got a piece of ribbon. I've got a star medal and I've got a rolled up piece of paper and a pipe cleaner. So I thought that each of you deserved a medal for being so brilliant these last few months. So you've got your very own Salt Dough Star Medal for you to decorate however you like. So this one I've painted on both sides. And then you could also use your beads from inside your little pot as well. So I'm going to carefully open the lid. And I'm going to thread some beads onto the ribbon. There we go, so I've threaded some beads onto both sides, and then I'm just going to tie a knot in the end. And put it on. For this activity, you'll need your long strip of paper and your scissors and your tape. And you can see that I've already added a little bit of decoration to my strip of paper. And if you would like to make it look a bit like a crown, you could try cutting some triangle shapes along the top. Okay, like that. And then all you need to do is just stick the two ends together with some tape. And there's your party hat. For this activity, you'll need a stick, your pipe cleaner, your little bells, and your ribbon. Now, I made this ribbon using a tie-dye technique, and this is something you might like to have a go at home. All you need is a strip of fabric, and you just tie some knots in the fabric and paint it, and then when it's dry, you untie the knots, and you'll find you will have created some lovely patterns on your fabric. So the first thing I'm going to do is to tie the ribbon onto the end of the stick. And then with my pipe cleaner, I'm going to very carefully thread on the bells. You'll notice there's a little tiny loop on the bottom of the bell that you can poke the pipe cleaner through. And then I'm just going to twist the pipe cleaner around the stick. Like so, and there we have a stick shaker. For this activity, you'll need your little pot, and you could use the star stickers inside to decorate your pot. And then you could use either some rice or some lentils or perhaps some dry macaroni. You just need a little pinch. In the bottom of the pot. Mix it up with the star sequins. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape over the top to make sure the lid doesn't come off. And there's my little pot shaker. So here are all my creations this week. Thank you for watching and thank you for being such a star. And have a lovely summer and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.